Hiya pals, my name is Running Crutches, and this will be my last ever video uploaded to this channel. Back when I made this channel all the way back in 2013, I would never have thought what the journey ahead of me would behold. As much as I had dreamt of being a big YouTuber back when I was only 14 years old, I always used my channel to be more of a memory book. As early uploads show that, from the high kill games on Call of Duty Ghosts to funny moments with my friends all the way back in the day.
Hello everyone, I'm back and we're doing domination on Trevor.
Today we're doing domination and you can hear my voice.
I even knew that back then I was using this channel as a virtual scrapbook of sorts, and that when I'm the age I am now, I would watch back on these videos and laugh, giggle, and just reminisce of all the times that I honestly didn't know when they were being made that they were so much easier. Oh my god. And unbeknownst to me, at the time of those recordings, I would be watching from not only a completely different place and time, but also community and kind of geography. This is the same room, yes, but your boy's moving to America, okay? We got big plans, okay? But let's take a little rewind, you know, let's go back to when I started doing this. Let's take a journey through my channel, since this is going to be the very last video that I'll ever upload. Let's just go through it, and for the people that have been actually subscribed from all the way back then, let's this one's for you, honestly. Thank you so much. As a lot of you are aware, cancer struck me when I was just 15 years old, and to be honest, I was more excited about not being able to go to school than I was actually concerned about maybe actually having a life-threatening disease that I didn't even know the severity of until it kind of ended. And I didn't even know until years and years later that the cancer I had a 50% mortality rate. But even during this time, I was still making content, baby, you know it. I was not going to let this disease take control of me, and I made videos, and I didn't make the best ones, I'm gonna be honest. Insanely cringe GTA 5 sketches.
Oh, hi lads. You pair, what do you think you're doing? Fit you need in.
Alright man, check you, your fucking fedora, you look like a bender.
Black Ops 3 private match rages.
Son, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're all lagging.
lagging the knife me?
I'm lagging as well.
And of course, underage gambling.
Quit defending him, I really need that.
I have no idea why I uploaded this. It's the Black Ops 3 Gobblegums, but I got that disability, baby. When I got into remission, I started feeling more confident in myself again. I made my first facecam video.
Hello everyone, my name is Jonas Panda, and welcome to the first playthrough on my channel. Of course, it's with the facecam. And this is my first ever series.
This was me playing through Resident Evil 7, which to this day is still like one of my favourite games ever. Next to the Resident Evil 2 remake, which by the way I just completed in under 17 hours on Steam. Hashtag flex. I love Resident Evil so much. Then came Phase Jeff. He doesn't need no introduction. Because I had cancer, and not knowing until like 10 years later, I had a 50% mortality rate, like I said, I was actually contacted by Make-A-Wish, because, you know, when you're terminal, or like, you know, you're on a very, very brink of, you know, this guy's probably not going to make it, they will be like, hey, Make-A-Wish, we'll make it happen. Unless it's going to America, you're not allowed to go there. Something about transatlantic flights not being allowed on UK Make-A-Wish, but nonetheless, it wasn't what I wanted. They said I was eligible to have a wish, and I wanted to meet the YouTuber who, thanks to his daily upload schedule that somehow he refuses to take a break from, I had someone who I love to watch play the games that I would normally play every day, but I really can't because I'm kind of having 3 different types of chemotherapy pumped through me every week, to be able to meet. And it made those lonely nights in hospital where I couldn't have my parents around a lot less lonely. So they made it happen. A few months go by and I get contacted by Make-A-Wish, and they're like, hey, you want to play with Phase Jeff? And I'm like, yeah, I do. 17-year-old me was absolutely thrilled. When this wish happened, it was honestly like I was playing with an old friend. We got along so well right off the bat. We had so much fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of rages. I even beat him a couple times in 1v1s. I will take that to my grave.
Okay. Well, rip. GG, baby.
GG.
Oh.
But the whole time I knew that the Wish said they will not be allowing Jeff to make a video because obviously they don't want kids to just meet famous people and use them for clout, because that's wrong. That's just wrong. You shouldn't do that. Jeff just decided to ignore that and made a video called A Wish. This video is the catalyst to my entire content creator career. Not only about what you see now, but what you will find out later in the video. As soon as I seen him upload that, I knew I had to take this chance. Like, as much as Make-A-Wish told, for all the right reasons, not to upload the video because they don't want kids using it as a clout making machine, I had to kind of make a foothold for myself. I skyrocketed to over 24,000 subscribers in just 24 hours. I can't show the social blade for it because it no longer exists and you're not allowed to look that far back for some reason. Also, just to quickly interject here, you actually have to pay for a platinum subscription on Social Blade to view data up to 3 years. There isn't actually one for anything longer than that, but I do promise I was once there at some point. The least I could do is say thank you. Publicly, at least. So I made a video called Thank You, Jeff. Why did no one tell me to do my hair in any of these videos? I am sporting a trim on par with Leafy is here. Jesus Christ, John. Anyway, I did the best I could to show the world who I was. I made a lot of Jeff-inspired commentaries, which are even still lingering in videos like these today. So thanks, Jeff. But as all good things come to an end, so does the hype. Eventually, hype does die down, and just another cancer patient turned survivor. It's time to move on with life. You know, you gotta keep it going. You gotta get new ideas, gotta get new things going. I met a lot of really cool content creators back then. Back in the 2017 to 2020 era, I would collaborate with a lot of people from the Create Scotland group, so shout out to all of them for making those years so fun. Lewis Buchan included, Marley13, who after all these years still plays Warzone with me every Sunday. It would seem that I got my hair under control these days. And my Riz would land me in the friend zone a couple times, but I can't believe I actually uploaded this video. Oh my god, why did no one tell me not to do it? I am so sorry.
Be your friend, and only your friend. So yeah, that's just friend zone. Who doesn't know what the fucking friend zone is? It's 2017. My reticle's not
To this day, I'm still rocking that same trim, except I've had the hairline run away faster than... Yeah, it's running away. After the announcement of my amputation, it was a little bit slow for my channel, obviously. I was in hospital a lot of rehabilitation.
Whoa! Holy shit! Woo!
Not a lot of time to do video stuff. So, naturally, both in views and effort and upload both drastically go down in this time. I really tried finding ideas to get back into things after this time where I got my leg amputated back in 2018, but as you can see, I kind of struggled with that. You can kind of tell I was struggling for video ideas back then when you have a video on your channel that's called Random Words Equals Video. Maybe 9, I think. Now I was lucky enough to get a Nintendo DS Lite. It was the Lite one. It wasn't the original DS, it was the Lite. I don't have that with me today. What was I even thinking? Surely there had to be a better idea than that. Evidently there wasn't though. I even tried playing VR in one leg.
Why are they coming? Oh no, it was it. No.
Which, trying to get a banger video at any cost here by, you know, self-inducing a health and safety hazard. But we'll come back to this VR thing in a second. By the way, this is a very important step. This did start to dabble in things that we now know to be some of the most toxic games you can actually play on the internet. Apex Legends, Valorant, Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege. You know, the most toxic out of them all, probably being Uno. Look, if I actually went off this hand. No. Okay.
I called it! I called it! I said it! Uno!
This was in a bid to try and throw so much shit at the YouTube wall that maybe something will stick, you know? Of course, nothing really did, but this was running around about the time where I was streaming on Facebook Gaming, so a lot of my focus was done on that sort of Warzone stuff in like the early lockdown phase, because Facebook Gaming was kind of popping back then, and a lot of people say it was cringe, but made a little bit of money on it, so I wasn't even complaining in the slightest. So YouTube, once again, being put on the back burner. Fading more and more into obscurity with every passing week. of not uploading. But after beating the world record on Caldera, which, by the way, didn't shoot a single bullet through that video, only used the plane.
I'm just going for left, you go for peak. Okay, I'll go for peak. Don't do that. I know, that's fine.
We still fucking go! Fucking go! Let's fucking go! We still fucking got it! That's the fucking mama! The fucking team! Fucking got it! Let's fucking go! 63! I want to hear it. Battlefield 6 is coming out soon, and I'm very excited to fly that plane. I would upload the odd silly Facebook stream edit or a challenge of some sorts on Call of Duty, but it looked more and more like the dream of having a YouTube career was gradually coming to its end, and it was a very fun journey while it lasted, from being a virtual scrapbook to trying my best to make it through a shout out. That is it for this channel. Surely I haven't been doing anything in the meantime, right? Well, yes, I have. But wait, no, don't run away. Hold on. It wasn't the years of brain rot on Call of Duty or a lasting effect from chemotherapy that ended up like this, okay? I am doing just fine. I have no mental ailments. I am a clean whistle ever since my whole cancer journey, okay? But this is a chance of me to tell you what I've really been doing in these past couple of years. For the past few years, I have been kind of making a name for myself without the need for any shout out, collaboration or sponsor. I wanted to prove to the world that I didn't have to be on the piggyback of someone else to be a content creator. I wanted to make videos and stream for myself, by myself, without the need for anyone to be part of it. So I did. I made OneLeggedBandit. Initially, this was just a VR character. See, I told you the VR thing would come in later. I told you. Initially, this was for me to goof off in VR chat, but I thought that I could do more with it. You know, I was the only person on that whole entire platform who had one leg and put it on their avatar. I'm like changing camera positions every fucking time because his head is so fucking big. Anyway, this character was initially made for me to goof off in VR chat, but I thought I could do a lot more with it. I was the only person in that entire sphere that had one leg and showed it on their avatar in game. It would be like Alex from Call of Duty Warzone, except I was actually him in VR with full body tracking. The realm of possibility for people with disabilities to enjoy games just as much as someone who is able-bodied was right in front of me. I was able to be the person to tell people that no matter what, they can have fun in the game they play. This stems from the fact that VR chat has 3 different ways that you can express yourself through your body. Before I explain, I'm taking this off because it's fucking heavy. It gets hot in there, Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, it gets quite hot in there. And I have the full suit as well. I have to wear an ice vest just to be able to survive when I perform in it. First way you can play VR chat is on desktop. You're basically a statue, you can only move your head and talk to people. The second way you can play is through a standalone headset. These are VR users that are actually physically wearing a headset on their face, but they can only move their arms and their head, kind of walk around using their headset in their play space as a guide, but it still kind of looks robotic. And lastly, you have full body users. These are people who essentially buy mocap equipment so you can express your full body movements in virtual reality. This is what I am doing, but with one leg. I love doing this. As cringe as it is to be a furry, I can assure you I ain't doing any of that freaky shit. I pride myself on the fact that I am a safe for work creator and I have an audience of any age that can hear my story, learn from it, educate, and also be a little less ignorant of people with disabilities, and that having cancer isn't the be all and end all. You can do so much more with your life than just mope, cry and be depressed. For people who are interested in the numbers difference and to show I've not just ran away and pretended that 1,000 followers is the shit, here is the numbers for people that do care. Personally, I'm just happy I am able to tell someone anywhere that being disabled isn't a full stop. It's just a comma. So you can continue whenever you wanna, you know. In the first year of me doing this VR and fursuit content, I already had more people watching than I ever did across all my platforms doing Call of Duty stuff. I have had my first 1 million view video, not only on TikTok, but also on Instagram, doing this content. except for my Twitch. For some people just aren't interested in watching my streams, so this is more a lot about me than it does anything else. I also got engaged like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it's the love of my life. Her name's Bean. That's her username, not her real name. She does the fursuit and stuff too, and we go all over America to different conventions to hang out with our friends and make content. Furcons are kind of like Call of Duty events, except instead of Optic versus FaZe, it's a rave DJ versus 10,000 furries that don't know the content of deodorant. I just want to say thank you all so much for not only getting to the end of the video, but also thank you for making my teenage years and even some of my childhood taught so many lessons to me. Even if it was just through a monitor, or through streams, through comments, and through feedback on different videos. So thank you so much. And I just want to extend a special thank you to FaZe Jev, the person who, if it wasn't for him, I would not be making this video now, because I would be in a completely different place. The butterfly effect is a crazy concept. You were the person who kept kicking me forward in my chemo treatment, in my uploads, everything. You're the man who made me who I am in this content creation space, if that's the way to put it. If you are interested in following me after this chapter has closed, I would urge you to go into the description and click the link tree, or just any of the links that have OneLeggedBandit in them. I have a Discord server as well if you want to chat with me. I'm active there every single day and would love to say hi to you and thank you to you as well. It's so surreal that this part of me is coming to an end, but I'm not going away. I will be in a different channel, you know? It's just this one's going away. I mean, it's not going away. You can still watch the videos, but I just won't be making any new ones. So, thank you all so much. And for one last time, bye.